Hi, welcome back to the ProDoula YouTube channel. I'm Sam and I'm a member of the ProDoula Training and Development team. There's a section on the ProDoula blog called Birth and Our Culture, and last year I was fortunate to be asked to write about birth as a Black woman and what it's like in my community. I'm going to read a little excerpt for you now, and you can check it out and read the whole thing on the blog later. For me, doula work fulfills a need to repay debts that I owe to Black women who've sacrificed a great deal for me. Supporting families is a way that I can ensure that I join the long line of women who have mothered me, pushed me forward when I could barely see in front of my own face. I became a doula because I want to be a part of the fabric of my community, to lift other women up the way that I've been lifted, to be a member of a beloved sisterhood. The history of Black women in America is often portrayed as one of struggle. Daily, we face things that remind us that this country wasn't built to see us thrive. You may be imagining women downtrodden and in poverty or incarcerated, and that's definitely true for many African American women. But having grown up in DC suburbs, the metro area of what was until recently known as Chocolate City, the world that I live in is full of successful Black women. We have jobs and homes and careers and nice cars. We're fly, that's spelled with 2 Y's, and we're fabulous. We're middle to upper class, or if we're not, we fake it very well. I'm surrounded by women who consider themselves at or on the way to being on top of their game. Not succeeding was simply not an option for many of us, and so we rise. Like the recitation of a Maya Angelou poem tells us we will and we must. Yet most of us, if we're asked, could talk about 1,000 daily injustices that seem meant to put us back in our place. So we learn early to work twice as hard and expect half as much. We build walls around ourselves and we guard our hearts in mixed company, whether that mix is by race or by gender. We become strong Black women, and we wear this armor that began as a coping mechanism with pride. But in certain spaces, those masks that we wear come down. And as I watch Black women become mothers, I have the privilege to be in one of those special places. As waves of contractions come over women in labor, I see the sudden eruption of joy, of hope, of optimism. I see the fear and anxiety and the deep sense of pride and accomplishment that rushes in as a baby comes into this world. I witness vulnerability in women that has often been buried, and I hold that sacred. Cultural competence is one of the ways that we improve infant and maternal mortality for Black women, and it begins with understanding more about Black birth. Share this video so that we can spread this valuable message in the birth world.